I've got 1964 here. Happy New Year to everyone, of course, especially to my viewer. Doing some video I didn't expect to actually do. I've come back from my clubbing at Energy Castle. I left there about half, and expecting to rain quite heavily actually as well. I left home. It's going to hang on until about 2 in the morning. In fact, I don't think it did rain, but I was walking home and looked, it was supposed to be heavy rain. I didn't rain. I was going to go hang on to 2 anyway. Getting too old and fat, frankly, to hang around until 4 in the morning when the event actually ended. It was a very enjoyable event though. DJ Clough playing. Came back in time to do this video for racing today. So we start with a 3 mile, basically 1.5 furlong race at Cheltenham, handicap chase. The only one I fancy in this is Does He Know? The ratings listed here are from Racing Post ratings. As I said before, I don't have the ability to use my own ratings, so I use theirs. Then the 2 o'clock. Then at 2 o'clock, one of the main 2.5 man handicaps at Cheltenham, about 4 I think in the year, maybe 5. Should be one in the April meeting as well, maybe, so maybe 5 these days. We've got 3 horses here on the short list. Bermuda Orange is the one I'm going to, the price is the one I'm going to select. The 2:35 Royal Kiel Hurdle, named after that great grey hurdler from the late 90s. Who won the Buell Hurdle 3 times. They're going for lucky place in this one. Windsor, having jumped racing back the last 2 months after a gap of circa 25 years. The 250 valuable handicap hurdle. Quite a few in the shortlist here, but I'm going for East India Express at the prices. And 140 Musselburgh. I quite like looking at my races with interesting names, so usually I'd only have say great weighted stroke group races, depending if it jumps or flat or listed race or valuable handicap, say. But here that's not necessarily the case, but it's just the Homemade Handicap Hurdle. It's an interesting named race. And the horse I'm looking for here on the shortlist there is Heart Above. The 2:15, the Older Wiki Handicap Chase. Malystic, the only one on the shortlist. Move over to your weather, and one or two of these meetings I did actually think of going to. Southwell I actually went to a meeting back about 6-7 years ago. I can't remember when it was now on New Year's Day. Quite a nice meeting that actually, and a nice pint and a meal on New Year's Day in a local pub in Newark, and then I got to turn off to Wollaston where Southwell is. Looking over 6 furlong and a fraction race here. And Willem Twee is the one I'm going for in the handicap. But later on in the 450, 1 mile handicap, I'm going for Too Tempting. The only 2 horses here are on the short list of that horse and the slightly odds on favourite, so I go for Too Tempting. But over to Ireland, Tramore for the race which used to always feature album photo back in the past. Always used to make it reappearance on New Year's Day. A couple of horses on the short list, but gentle than me, slightly higher rated and so slightly better odds. And one race I'm actually of interest, but I'm not actually on a bet on, is 2:45 at Fairyhouse, isn't listed here. The John and Church Fowler Memorial Irish EBF Mares Chase, a bit of a mouthful, grade 3 there. Dinah Blue, a very good mare. It's the only actual horse, I'm not everyone else out in the ratings, I always knock out anyone, have a cut off of 10 on the flat and 15 on the jumps. But Dan Blue hasn't got the trip though, and has it yet, so it's going to be an interesting race. It's sadly only 4 runners. As I said recently, it may not just be British racing has low runners, but as I was saying, it might be an interesting race to watch, but I don't have a bet on it.